Oh, hello, gamers. It's been 2 weeks. 2 weeks where I haven't been able to stream Ace Attorney Investigations Collection. But we're back. And I'm so excited to continue this journey. That was weird. That was very weird. Why did I do that? I'm so very, very excited. I'm gonna just hop immediately into it.
Oh boy, oh boy.
Right. Okay. So we're in the middle of cross-examination. Which I guess it's rebuttal. I'm pretty sure it's what it is instead of cross-examination, but you know, same thing. Let's do this. Please, just once more. Will you recall the details of what you witnessed for me? Also, everyone's voices are gonna change because it's been 2 weeks since I've even looked at these characters. Here we go. What I Saw, Part 2. I was very upset when Mr. Hicks passed by my seat. I was always checking the time over and over again. I happened to follow that man with my eyes when he passed me, and I saw clearly into the elevator he was entering. But I swear there was no one else inside, no one! That's such a specific detail to remember. Like, why would you remember that so much? That's really weird.
Mr. LeBlanc, if you would please calm down.
What? Dare you two have an issue with my eyewitness testimony?
No, not at all. Please forget I said anything.
Yet again, he doesn't appear to be lying. But I can't let this testimony stand as the truth. Let's go! Let's tear him apart. Okay, why were you upset? So, are you still upset now? I am always upset. The only time I am not is when I have a piece of art in my hands. It's surprisingly easy to believe that about him. But I was even more upset when Mr. Hicks walked by me. Okay. Nothing from that.
Hold it!
Why were you so attentive to the time? Because something unforgivable was happening. Oh? Come to think of it, you were yelling about something unforgivable earlier. I was giving a complaint to the attendant about the movie starting time. Return back to me my time in money! You understand the point. Movie? Is he talking about the in-flight one that's mentioned in the magazine? Complimentary services for all your dietary needs. Best restaurant in the skies. Featuring items from the flight itinerary. Okay. Movies around 6 to 8. Okay. All times shown correspond to our departure time zone. Thank you for choosing GoU Airlines. We wish you have a pleasant flight. If you require assistance at any time, please use the call button above your seat. A flight attendant will be with you shortly. License to love, laugh, maim. Genre, suspense, hard-boiled action, runtime, 120 minutes. Okay. Movie. Is he talking about the in-flight one that's mentioned in the magazine? Oh, never mind. He just opened it for me. Summary of the plot and its start time. Interesting. They were supposed to show License to Love, Laugh, Maim, and Murder. I cannot see that movie in my country. You can only see it on international flights. I looked forward greatly to that movie. I checked my pocket watch whenever possible so I would not miss it. I even set my pocket watch to the destination time when I came on board. I hated LeBlanc. That's so valid. He's so annoying. So my watch is not wrong. It matched the schedule. But the movie was still late. Very, very late.
Hold it!
Your pocket watch. I'd like to ask you a little more about it, if that's alright. Okay. The movie I wanted to see would not start. I checked my pocket watch many times.
Hold it!
So this movie you mentioned, is it the one listed in the Sky magazine? Yes! I was so looking forward to watching License to Love, Laugh, Maim, and Murder. Miss Tenaira, was this movie shown on this flight?
Yes, it was shown at the scheduled time.
Isn't it possible you simply slept through it by accident? Nonsense! You doubt me? No, now stop pointing at me like that. Odd. How did he miss a movie he was clearly hoping to see? I checked my pocket watch a great number of times. That much I know for sure. My watch is set to my destination's time. I always set it when I board the plane. Okay, that's... Yeah, all times shown correspond to our departure time zone. Okay, there we go. Found it. Mr. LeBlanc, you said this just now in your testimony. I even set my pocket watch to the destination time when I came on board. Now, if your watch has been set to our destination's time zone, it's crazy how Capcom announces these remakes after I stream both Ace Attorney Investigations game and most of the Apollo trilogy. Oh man. It would mean that your watch is displaying the time of our destination. Yes, and the correct time is worth its 6 cents. I would like you to take a look at this. If you believe the Sky magazine, clocks on this flight run in accordance with the time of our departure time zone. Of course, the movie's schedule was also created with that in mind. Miss Tenairo, for confirmation's sake, what time zone is this flight aligned to right now?
Oh, it's our destination's time zone. Dang it. Well, we made a short stop at a transfer point.
That's right. It was in that small Asian country, the Republic of Zhangfa.
But we didn't readjust our onboard clocks at that time. So right now we're still running our Virginian time.
What? The time difference between Virginia and our destination is 9 hours. Okay. Interesting. In that case, it's only natural that your watch would be out of sync with the schedule. What? Further, with your analog watch set to our destination's time, it would appear to be running 3 hours fast when compared to the flight's onboard clocks. Oh man! Where have I heard this before? I'm getting flashbacks. It also changes everything about your testimony. And you can bet 1 million cents on that. In light of this information, it means you saw Mr. Hicks 3 hours prior at 3 a.m. My 1 million cents! This should clear up all the remaining accusations.
So, this basically widens the time frame for the time of death, right?
Yes, because Mr. LeBlanc saw the victim enter the elevator at 3 a.m. It means that the time of death could be anywhere from 3 to 6:15 a.m. The question now is, where was Mr. Hicks during that span of time, and what was he doing? Oh, is it her?
I've got something to say.
And you are...
Yeah, oh, I'm Cammy Neal.
Okay.
I'm Cammy Meal. I'm a flight attendant.
And what is it you wish to say?
Well, I think your story is a little different from how I remember it. What do you mean, Cammy? I saw Mr. Hicks sitting in his seat at 5 a.m., you know.
What? How can you be so sure of the time? I forgot they changed the names for this remake.
Oh, that's right. He pushed his call button while we were parked at the transfer point.
The stop we made for refueling and cargo transfer in Zhangfa, correct? Message from Captain Ugo. This flight will be making a brief stop to refuel and transfer cargo in the Republic of Zhangfa between 4 and 5 a.m. We ask that all passengers remain on board at that time. Thank you for your cooperation. Okay, that's gonna be important.
Yes, it was from 4 to 5 a.m., according to our clocks.
Okay. And during that time, did any of the passengers leave, or did any new ones board this flight?
No. Not a single person got off or on in Zhangfa.
What about the flight crew?
The few who were handling the cargo transfer might have temporarily gotten on or off, but eventually everyone, including Cammy and myself, came back on the plane.
Okay. So basically, I can assume that no one left or got on since our initial takeoff.
What if someone snuck on?
Ooh. Interesting, I should keep that in mind. Made a brief stop from 4 a.m. to 5 a.m. to transfer cargo and refuel at transfer point. Okay.
Yeah, and I answered his call. I can tell you Mr. Ackby Hicks was there in his seat when we took off again at 5 a.m.
Mr. Ackby Hicks was there in his seat when we took off again at 5 a.m. Okay. Alright, then that puts the time of the murder between 5 and 6:15 a.m. Still, you know, still gives an hour 15. Okay, now, what time did you come down to the lounge, Mr. Edgeworth? I remember coming down here almost as soon as we left the Republic of Jiangfang. You were here the whole time from 5, yes? Then you are the only one who could be the killer.
Mr. Edgeworth, were you really in this lounge the entire time from 5 a.m. onwards?
Unfortunately, yes.
But then, how do you explain the footprints?
Is not that obvious? This man waited for Mr. Hicks here in this lounge, waited to kill him, and then he put the corpse into the elevator. That is when the turbulence happened. My eyewitness testimony may have been mistaken, but what time I saw Mr. Hicks enter the elevator on the 2nd floor does not matter, because the entire incident concluded here in this lounge. Everything happened in this lounge. Is that what you really believe, Mr. LeBlanc? Do you have another idea? I simply feel that there is something out of place in the scenario you presented. Is there something that can tie this crime to a location other than this lounge? What, the footprints?
Take that!
These footprints? In which direction do you think these are headed?
That would be the in-flight shop.
Correct. They are headed in the direction of the shop. But they look disconnected. They end all of a sudden. You are right to point out that they do not form one continuous trail to the shop. However, there's another piece of evidence that connects the shop to our crime scene. Besides the footprints, what else points to the in-flight shop? Oh, yeah, this thing is usually on display at the in-flight shop. Yeah, okay. The murder weapon. This little piggy bank is sold at the in-flight shop. It is sold there and only there, and is not displayed here in this lounge. How then did it find its way here? Don't you find that a tiny bit suspicious? Such a trivial point! It only means you prepared it, taking it from the shop first before coming here. It doesn't prove you are innocent at all! No. Is there no way to win with this man? Oh.
If I may.
What is it?
You see... Well, it's just as Mr. Edgeworth says.
Oh, and why do you know this so well?
Well, it's just that piggy bank was there in the shop. I saw it with my own eyes.
And when was this?
It was maybe around 5:40 a.m.
Isn't that just before we hit that patch of turbulence?
That's right.
You were in the shop just before the turbulence?
Yes I was.
Come to think of it. Oh, is he gonna think she's suspicious? Oh. No, I don't think it's her. Miss Teniro, when I found the body, I believe you came out of that door. Oh, no, it's not her.
Yes, I did.
And what is beyond that door?
That's the flight attendant's room.
Then, you were on the first floor?
Yes. I had to do something at the shop and in the flight attendant's room. So I went to the shop first and then to the flight attendant's room.
Are you saying you passed by me at some point?
Yes. You seemed really into the issue of Sky magazine you were reading at the time. I don't suppose you noticed me walking by.
I vaguely recall someone walking by, but I didn't take notice of who it was.
Anyway, the piggy bank was definitely there at the shop when I went there.
Why did you go to the shop in the first place?
I went there for a work-related matter.
Work, you say?
Yes, the upkeep of the shop is also one of my responsibilities.
Why did you not say anything about that until now, is what I want to know. In any case, I believe it's clear that the shop needs to be investigated as well.
Shall we head over there then?
Oh. What is it now?
Aren't you forgetting something, Miss Rhoda? Don't you need the captain's permission to check the shop?
Oh. I thought you got it.
No, I haven't forgotten. But I've already asked him for permission to search the entire plane. So I think we're all right. Huh? That's weird.
What is?
Well, I just talked to the captaincy, and he said that he didn't give you permission to do anything like that at all.
Uh-oh. Also, why are you... That's weird that she's only bringing this up now. What is the meaning of this, Miss Tenairo?
It means she's lying. Go on, admit it that you are. You said you have permission to search all over, but you don't. And yet, here you are.
You! Flight attendant! What are you trying to do? Pull the sheep over us?
The captain's calling for you, Miss Rhoda.
Oh my god.
Oh, but don't worry. I already got permission to search the shop from the captain. See, unlike you, I do things the right way.
Oh my god, Cammy. Oh my god. Miss Tenairo, why would you do such a thing?
Please excuse me.
Ooh. Oh my god, I'm interested to find out.
Looks like I get to be in charge now. Please go back to your seat, Mr. LeBlanc.
I thought she was gonna tell me to go back to my seat. I'm like, girl.
Now then, Mr. Edgeworth. If you would follow me, I'll be your guide from now on.
There's something about Miss Tenairo that has piqued my curiosity. Right now, investigating the in-flight shop is my top priority. Miss Mia, about investigating the in-flight shop. You're of no use to me asleep. Wake up.
Huh? What's up?
I need you to come with me so I can search the shop.
Go on ahead without me. I'll catch up with you later.
How has this woman not been fired yet? Oh, I'm really mad. You better hurry and bring me some evidence. Oh, shut up. What the hell do you need evidence for? If you could wait just a little longer while we look into the shop. Don't number the birds before they are born. Don't number the... What? I have no idea what he's trying to say. I think it's don't count your chickens before they hatch. I think that's the... Yeah. Don't count your chickens before they hatch, perhaps? All I ask of you is your patience and cooperation. Alright. Oh, hey, dead body. How's it going? March 12th, 8:32 a.m. Flight G390, first floor in-flight shop. So this is the in-flight shop. It's quite a mess in here. You think? Guess I'll have to clean things up then. Hold on! You can't clean up a potential crime scene.
Oh, thank goodness. I hate cleaning so much.
I mustn't rush things here. I must remain cool, calm, and collected. Because this piggy bank was left at the crime scene. Murder weapon, Captain Ugo. The blood on it is still fresh. Could this be the murder weapon? Okay. There's a very good chance that the killer had paid this place a visit. Let's go!
Investigation time.
Why is she staring? They stare.
I don't know much about this shop, but you can still ask me about whatever.
Okay. So what do you think about what has happened regarding this case?
I don't know. I guess I think you're the killer though, Mr. Edgeworth.
Thanks, appreciate it. I can assure you that I'm here in this shop to prove just the opposite.
Yeah, but it was me that got you the permission to look around. You know? So, don't forget that, okay?
Okay. How am I supposed to thank you properly if you insist on falling asleep?
Well, you know what would really show your thanks? You see that item for sale over there?
Sorry, but you're going to have to make do with my words of appreciation. Oh, wait. Look at my badge. It's very important.
Ooh, I'd love to have this piece of jewelry. Can I have it?
No, you may not. This is a prosecutor's badge.
Wait, then why'd you show it to me?
I wanted to prove to you that I really am a prosecutor. And that it's not possible for a prosecutor like me. Oh,
Don't know about that one, Chief.
and that it's not possible for a prosecutor like me to commit such a crime.
Hey, Edgeworth, do you remember your mentor? I think his name was, Manfred von Karma.
Oh, she fell asleep.
No, wake up.
I see that I'm just wasting my time with Cousin Hare. Cousin Hare here. That's funny. Okay. Let's look around. Aw. Beautiful flowers in a beautiful arrangement. I feel cleansed just by looking at them.
Oh, you're kind of stepping on a few of them, you know, Mr. Edgeworth. Oh,
oh, dang. Oh, excuse me. Music always goes hard in the Ace Attorney games. It does, it's so good. What are these?
Oh, those are our company's completely original line of suitcases. They're practically flying out the door. That's how popular they are. You should buy one and see how you like it. You won't regret it.
Perhaps that's how things work on this flight, but in the real world, you try, then buy.
No way. But either way, it doesn't really matter.
True. Either way, why would anyone buy a suitcase after they've boarded the plane? And, you know, it's fair.
Anyway, see that? Just look at all the Captain Uko heads painted on there. Cute company mascot, isn't he? They're painted on with a lot of care. Doesn't he look like he's just about to jump out at you?
It is certainly making something jump inside my stomach.
Huh? Oh, I guess there's no fooling your refined tastes. You look like you really wanted to get one. And I thought I was gonna finally make my first sale, but you saw right through it. Glad that's done, though.
She's so real.
Never make me try to give you a sales pitch ever again, okay?
But I never showed any interest in it to begin with.
It really is pretty horrible, isn't it? You wanna know something? This suitcase was designed by Miss Rhoda.
Ah. Miss Teniro designed this?
Yeah, it was a company-wide contest.
Well, it does have a very sharp design sense.
Sharp? Like stinky sharp cheddar, maybe.
Oh my god, damn. She's going for her throat.
I really have no idea why the bigwigs decided to go with it. It's so... bleh.
Miss Teniro designed this, did she? It's definitely not what I would have expected. Oh my god! Never let them cook again.
You okay?
I'm fine. Please watch yourself, Miss Meal. Letting a suitcase really roll around has got to be a safety violation.
Plane shaking caused it to roll. In-flight suitcase displays can be hazardous.
Okay.
Here, I'll put it back.
Oh. Thanks, Queen. Inside this display case is a row of lifesavers and life vests for sale. We sell a lot of those when there's some kind of accident or something. Excuse me? What do you mean you sell them?
But some people buy them even when nothing's going on. How about it, Mr. Edgeworth? Care to buy one?
I sense that this shop is one shopper away from being sued. Oh my god. Stuffed toys, just like the one Miss Meal is holding, are on display here. Ah, the beautiful reality of capitalism. They're relatively cheap, which explains why they're displayed so haphazardly.
How about it, Mr. Edgeworth? You know you want one too. They're great for when you're stressed.
Why do I envision stuffed animal abuse when she says that? There are all kinds of luxury name-brand merchandise for sale in this display case, and they're lined up in just such a manner as to scream, "Buy me" to any passers-by. The glass from this display case's door is shattered all over the floor. It looks like there's nothing on display inside either. Wait, actually, I think there is something. What's this? A mini captain's hat? Oh, it's a tiny captain's hat. I swear I've seen one of these before. Yeah, they're like on the stuffed animals. Interesting. There's a wide selection of souvenirs for sale in these display cases.
You know what I'd suggest?
Sorry, but I have no intention of buying souvenirs on this trip.
Okay, then how about you buy something for me then? As a present.
I can't think of a single reason why I'd want to buy you anything.
But I've had my eye on that pendant for such a long time.
Try paying some attention to me when I ask you something, and then we'll talk.
I'll reward you if you pay attention.
Alright, do we have to do some logic? Alright, here we go.
Oh, did it come off of this?
Is that... Yeah, but... The hat probably used to be on the piggy bank's head. Let's give it a go and see. I believe this piggy bank was forcibly removed from this display case. Does this mean that the killer broke the glass to get at it? Is there... Found at the crime scene, culprit must have shattered the display case to take it. It doesn't... I don't... Wouldn't the glass be on the inside, then?
Really?
Don't tell me you don't know what things go where in this shop.
Well, I don't. Miss Rhoda's in charge of this place. So come on, how should I know anything?
I sense that further inspection of this display case is needed. Yeah. Alright. Is there... Yeah. There's no glass inside of it. I won't rest until I've inspected every suspicious-looking nook and cranny. Is this the same man as the one portrayed by the statues around the elevator?
Yeah, that's a paperweight of the founder of Go U Airlines, Mr. Hugo Hughes. On the bottom shelf, we have the cute one. The middle shelf's the realistic one. And on the top shelf, that's the floral version.
Floral? Are you sure about that? Let me guess. You just said the first thing that came to your mind, right? Looks like hit the bullseye.
Looks like hit the bullseye? Think you missed a pronoun in there, buddy.
Looks like hit the bullseye. Go U Airlines related books like this line this shelf. The history of Go U Airlines, the future of Go U Airlines, the 7 wonders of Go U Airlines, fight on Go U Airlines. Working name, You Go Airlines, You Go You Heart. The titles make it very clear that they won't be making the top sellers list anytime soon. Okay. The glass on this door is broken. Perhaps it was the killer who broke it in order to take the piggy bank. It's a bit odd that the inside of this case is so devoid of glass shards. I said that! Plus, the glass broke rather cleanly. Huh! What is it? I touched the glass and it cut my finger. It hurts, Mr. Edgeworth. It hurts. Please tell me you can deal with such a minor cut on your own. Hey, listen, Miles Edgeworth. I cut my finger earlier today on a milk carton, and it is killing me right now, okay? So I don't want to hear it. Okay. Is this spot somehow connected to any of the evidence I hold? Culprit must have shattered this. I think it's just this, yeah? Did it just, it had to come, like, it had to be broken from the inside out. Oh. There's some blood on one of the corners. Could this piggy bank be the murder weapon? Yeah, I think. Look at the hat! The hat on its head was found inside a display case in the in-flight shop. I wonder if that fact has any bearing on this case.
Eureka!
Eureka! Okay, it worked. There's definitely something very unusual about this. About what? If the killer had broken the glass to get at the Captain Ugo bank, there should be shards of glass inside the case itself.
Oh, I see. Yeah, I guess it'd be like that.
However, there's not a single piece of glass inside the display case.
Nope. No, there isn't.
Which means that the glass was broken from the inside out. The piggy bank must have fallen over from the turbulence and right through the glass. Yeah, that's for sure. There's so much glass all over the floor. I'm willing to bet that this hat was knocked off its head at that time too.
That's nice.
Which leads me to believe that the killer took the Captain Ugo bank from here after the turbulence. This was taken out of its display case in the in-flight shop after the turbulence. Oh. Take your power naps on your own time, Miss Meal, and listen when I'm talking.
What?
But the murder occurred before the turbulence, which rules this piggy bank out as the murder weapon.
So, you mean the bank's not the real murder weapon?
It's a fake? Oh, interesting. Yes, at this point, that is a very real possibility.
But then, what if when the killer went to take Captain Ugo, they broke the glass by accident?
The display case is locked, so that's highly unlikely.
Yeah, but there's one person who could have.
Oh, Miss Tenira? Oh, and who would that be?
Miss Rhoda, of course. I mean, she's the one in charge of this place, so she has the keys to everything.
She's really, like, hamming down that Rhoda's the killer. Miss Rhoda Teniro, huh? Okay. Oh, I already checked this area earlier, but never hurts to take another look. Yeah, I'm good. I don't think I have anything else here. The plane shook so much during it, and it made a huge mess of the shop. Plane shaking caused it to roll. In-flight suitcases placed can be hazardous. Okay, that seems like they go together. We're sleuthing. Yes, there's definitely something wrong here.
What's with the sudden yelling?
Tell me, Miss Meal, don't you think there's something strange about these suitcases?
Oh, well, sure. They totally ooze strange, like the color and the such.
That's not what I'm talking about. Now pay attention.
You're scaring me, Mr. Edgeworth.
Sorry. These suitcases are lined up a bit too prim and proper.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they look a bit uptight, don't they? But I guess they take after their creator.
She got so much beef with Rhoda. Oh my god. Again, that's not what I meant, Miss Meal. Don't you find it unusual that these cases are the only things undisturbed by the turbulence? Never mind. I'd sooner find an answer by inspecting these suitcases myself. Upon closer inspection, they really are quite hideous.
I wonder how Miss Rhoda would have reacted if she heard what you just said.
What's wrong? She makes a good point. It would be wise of me to watch what I say out loud. What's this? I've spotted something that's not quite right. It's these flowers! What is so unusual about this suitcase? The flowers! Okay. This one doesn't have a stopper.
Take that!
I noticed that earlier. There's something very peculiar about these wheels.
Huh? As in,
there are no stoppers in place on these. Without stoppers, one would think that the turbulence would have sent it flying. And so, it is very likely that this suitcase was placed here after we hit that turbulence. Let's take a closer look at it, shall we? This was apparently designed by Miss Tenairo herself. The design has a certain je ne sais quoi about it. Yes, perhaps that is the best way to put it. It would appear to be unlocked. Let's take a look at what's inside. Oh! Oh! A piece of cloth. And it's soaked with blood.
ah! It's blood!
I love that I played this already, so I'm just watching the process and I'm like, I'm just so into this, just seeing someone solve things. It appears that this suitcase is very strongly tied to our murder after all. Yo, let's go! Investigation complete!
So, explain this to me. What does this suitcase have to do with the murder?
I believe it's pretty safe to say that the killer used this suitcase in some manner. Such as to move something, perhaps?
But aren't you just talking about the cloth men?
That alone is too small. A larger item would be needed to move what I'm thinking of. The body?
Oh, was he killed somewhere else?
The thing I believe the killer used this suitcase to transport is... the body? Yeah. Something that would fit inside a suitcase that is also covered in blood. Sounds like a dead body, doesn't it? This was used to transport the body. It was designed by Miss Rhoda Tenairo. Found inside the suitcase, its beautiful pattern has been soiled by blood. But... In light of this, I'd say that Mr. Hicks was moved into the elevator from someplace else. Which means that the murder was committed in an entirely different location.
So you're saying that after moving the body into the elevator, the killer brought the suitcase in here and just left it?
Exactly. What is it?
Nothing. Just that I was thinking about what Miss Rhoda said about coming here for something.
Is that Rhoda?
Excuse me, Mr. Edgeworth?
Okay, it is.
I wanted to give you a bit more time, but I'm afraid I wasn't able to convince the captain. I'm very sorry, Mr. Edgeworth, but the captain feels that he has allowed you ample time. He says that he'd appreciate it if you could wrap it up here and return to your seat.
I understand his sentiments. However, if I'm not allowed to complete my investigation... Don't worry, buddy. You completed it. I saw the big letters on the screen. You're all good. The crime scene may become contaminated by the time we land. The dark age of the law. If I must stop, then I insist I be allowed to oversee the preservation of the two sites. Under your supervision, of course.
If that's your only condition, Then I believe we can accommodate your wishes. I'm here to assist you in any way that I can, Mr. Edgeworth. Sounds like fun! We can camp out and watch over everything together.
I found proof that the real crime scene was not in the lounge, and I have enough evidence to prove myself to be innocent of any wrongdoing. Oh, but it puts her under suspicion. And yet, regarding what Miss Meal reminded me about Miss Tenairo, I can't allow my investigation to end here. The truth must come to light. Oh, to be continued. Is that salmonella? Oh my god. March 12th, 1 p.m. local time, Hope Springs Airport. Oh no, the flight to London is cancelled. Ah, dang. Wonder if she knows who the killer is and that person's told her if he gets convicted, he'll bring up the question why she didn't notice anything. Only for it to be revealed she's asleep or something. Maybe she's had warnings in the past of her stuff, so she's desperate to keep her job by framing someone for it, and Tenairo's in her eyes is perfect. I know that once we had landed, I'm supposed to let the local police take over. And thanks to Miss Tenairo and Miss Meal, I was able to preserve the crime scene. But I just can't shake it. I wasn't able to talk with Miss Tenairo in private. So I'm left wondering just what was she up to? Why did she do what she did? There must be a way for me to continue my investigation. Hello? I've been expecting you, Miles Edgeworth. I've been expecting you, Miles Edgeworth. Franziska, I thought you were still in Germany.
I go where I am needed, and wherever there are criminals to be caught.
Her name is Franziska von Karma. Let's go! Let's go! Girl, I've missed you.
Franziska!
The daughter of my mentor, Manfred von Karma. She, like myself, is a prosecutor. Are you heading up this case? It would be a bit of a relief if you are.
Don't you try to flatter me, Miles Edgeworth. I'm placing you under arrest.
I bet she's loving this. Ah! What?
It's quite frustrating, actually. I had hoped to exact my revenge on you in a different venue, but I'll have to take what I can get. I never thought I'd see the day when a disciple of the House of Von Karma would become a criminal. Have you no shame?
Girl. Can we just take a moment to remember who your father is? Thanks. Okay. Let's continue now. Wait. It has all been a big misunderstanding. I didn't kill the victim.
A misunderstanding? I heard all about the murder over the police radio from the captain himself. You waited for the victim on the first floor and then beat him to death.
Oh my god. Franziska, do you honestly believe that I killed a man?
Yes.
Ah, dang. I just wanted her to go, yeah.
I suppose I should reserve judgment until after I have investigated this for myself. I can put your arrest on hold until then.
That's as it should be.
Ha! I don't need a lecture on how to perform my duties from you, of all people. To be perfect in every way, the fulfillment of that creed alone is all I strive for.
Well, I have my own creed, which I must fulfill. So why don't we solve this together?
I have to get going. The crime scene awaits.
Don't you dare leave town. Trust me, I had no intention to. Detective Gumshoe. Oh, the gang's back together. Yes, sir. Yo! Too slow. She's gonna whip him. Oh! Listen up. I'm leaving you in charge of washing No. Watching this man. Don't mess up. Understand? Mr. Edgeworth? I'm supposed to guard him? A simple yes or no, detective. Yes, sir. Understood, sir. You can just leave it to me. Miles Edgeworth. If you interfere with my investigation, I'll arrest you on the spot. Are we clear? Now then, if you'll excuse me. I miss you already. Good to see you again, Mr. Edgeworth, sir. Boy, am I glad to see you're okay. Thank you, detective. I believe in you, sir. You can lean on me. I'll get you through this. Oh, Gumshoe, you're the best. I have to admit, I'm a bit curious as to what Franziska is up to. Maybe I should ask the good detective. Very well. In that case, I have a few questions for you. So, how is the initial investigation going? We just shipped the body off to the coroner's office. And we're taking statements now, sir. That sounds like Franziska. She was always good at quick responses to a case. I'd say she was, a little too quick, sir. Oh, how so? I rushed on over as soon as I got word of the affair, sir. Somehow when I got here, Miss Von Karma was already here barking out orders at everyone. It was kinda creepy, as though she knew there'd been a murder or something. And I'd come in advance to await your flight's arrival. Oh, that's awesome. That is sort of odd. She did show up rather quickly and out of the blue. Because I still don't know why she's here in America. America! There must be some backstory to all of this. Miss Von Karma just kind of popped up at the prosecutor's office about a week ago, sir. Something about chasing down leads related to a certain incident. The DL6 incident. No details. It's kinda top secret, so she can't talk about it. Even with me, sir. Knowing her, the only type of talking she likes to do is with her whip. Plus, I doubt the top secret part was what stopped her from talking to you, detective. Although I wonder if her case has anything to do with mine. Anyway, that's about all the info I have, sir. We should find out more as we investigate. Yes, it is high time to resume my investigation. Starting with talking to the people involved in this case afresh. This child seems to be happily enjoying the sight of so many planes. I'm all excited to see this many planes too! Let's look at the size of these things!
Do you like planes too, mister? The balance between the main wings and the tail wings is really something, huh?
It seems that this child derives his pleasure from a different aspect. Oh, but I've also got a thing for the shape of the wings too!
Here, mister, you can stand next to me. So about that plane's wing.
Thank you, detective, for leaving me out of this conversation. Looking from behind, I think I've seen this man somewhere before. Just a hunch. Nom 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 nom.
In Soviet Russia, world flags lunchboxes each Jew.
Yeah. Mr. Edgeworth, we gotta get him some water.
Found it, lol. Oh, I feel a wave of creative powers coming on. It's over 9,000 lols.
Leet speak at it again.
For my next lead movie, it's gonna be the Steel Samurai, warrior of Neo-Old Tokyo, versus the World Samurai, champion of Earth. It's gonna rock so many boxers.
How is this guy's not in prison will always amaze me. He really should be. Whew. I think it was all a false alarm, right, at Mr. Edgeworth? So the Steel Samurai is finally getting a movie. Completely ignoring me as usual. Oh hey, it's this guy from the plane. This man was in first class with me. He's quite shaken up by the whole affair. I'd be pretty scared too if I got caught up in a murder investigation, sir. I did it. I made it the whole flight. I'm not scared of turbulence anymore. This life vest is proof I made it alive. It's now my prized possession. How could you just take that from the plane? It's okay, Mr. Edgeworth. It's got nothing to do with the murder, at least. Lunchland. Oh, Lunchland! Not bad. I guess it's gotten big enough to warrant its own branch shops. Oh, I've always wanted to give their steak lunch a try. What should I go with?
I recommend our airport special, World Flags lunchboxes, only available for a limited time. We have a variety of lunchboxes made up to look like different countries' flags. That's cool. That's actually really cool.
If you really want one that badly, detective, why don't you go ahead and buy one? I don't know, Edgeworth, maybe because you keep cutting his paycheck? Is that okay, sir? Thanks. Alright, I'm really gonna get one. Here I go. Excuse me, miss. I'll take a Star-Spangled Banner lunchbox, please. I hope he's aware that that's the most expensive one on the menu. Okay.
So, you must be the captain.
Why, yes I am. And who might you be?
I am the prodigy prosecutor, Franziska von Karma, and I have a few questions for you. Don't you dare, Captain, getting friendly with another woman. I'll never forgive you if you do.
What are you talking about? I only have eyes for you, my dear Cammy. So she's in a relationship with the captain. Interesting. I wouldn't bet money on our dear captain to be much of a reputable person. Sure you don't want to ask the captain some questions, sir? He was in the cockpit the entire time. I highly doubt he would know anything of use. Anyway, I like to leave that type of witness to Franziska and her whip. Relationship. Oh. Now see here. Sorry. Oh, I'm sorry. How long do you intend to hold me? It is impossible for me to be the criminal I told you. Mr. LeBlanc? Oh, it's you. Tell this man to stop stopping me from going. Time is money. I don't have even 1 second of wasteful time to spend. Wow.
Okay. Well. Thank you guys so much for tuning in this stream. I'm so glad I can be back with investigations. I've missed streaming it so much. I'm gonna send you all off to my lovely friend Tabby. Send them some love. I'm so glad to be back. Man, oh man. Oh god, I've missed streaming investigations. All I could think about for 2 weeks. I'm like, I need to play it. I can't believe this game came out and I can't play it because I'm waiting to play it for the first time on stream. It's I'll be back. Maybe tomorrow. If not tomorrow, then the next day. I'm in the process of moving, so my schedule's a bit whack. Felt bad. Thank you guys. Go say hi to Tabby. They're lovely. And I'll catch you up later. Bye-bye. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bye-bye.